Hi, everybody. I haven't changed my shirt because I'm continuing with the top 100. I've gone through 250 to 101, and now it's the top 100 for Rolling Stone's, whatever it is, 250 greatest guitarists of all time. And as I mentioned, just watch the other video, but some have been mentioned already. Steve Howe, Steve Hackett, Paul McCartney, yeah, but I'm sure some of my favorite guitarists won't even make the list, like Zal Clemmenson from the sensational Alex Harvey Band and Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult. But we'll see. Here we go, the top 100. And please, as always, like the video. It really does help my channel. And subscribe and leave a comment below after you've watched the top 100. Here we go. Kerry King from Slayer at 100. Never heard of this guitarist? And like I said, if I've never heard of the guitarist, I'm sure they're pretty damn good to be on any guitar list. Link Wray, yeah, one of the originals with Rumble, 1958, the year I was born. I've heard of him. He's in Pavement. Mark Knopfler from, of course, Dire Straits. Great guitarist. I love his guitar work on Bob Dylan's Slow Train Coming. And, of course, Brothers in Arms and many other songs. Mary Timony, I've never heard of. I've heard of him. Yeah, great guitarist. Never heard of him. Wata. Never heard of. Cat Core. Never heard of. From Third World. Never heard of this guitarist. Oh, Lou Reed. I'm surprised he's even on the list because I don't think everybody thinks he's a very good guitarist, but I'm a big Lou Reed fan and I just love his guitar work. So it's nice to see him on the list. Kurt Cobain. I don't know if he should be above Steve Howe. Poison Ivy, I've heard of. The Cramps, yeah. Sonny Sharrock, never heard of. Larry Carlton, Joni Mitchell and Steely Dan. If he's playing with Joni Mitchell and Steely Dan, he's damn good. I've heard of his name, yeah. The Great Muddy Waters. Once again, lumping two guitarists together from Iron Maiden. Wes Montgomery. Yep. I've heard of him. I've just never listened to his music. Derek Trucks. Yep. Literally raised in the Allman Brothers Band. Ernie Isley from the Isley Brothers. Yep. Have not heard of this guitarist. Willie Nelson. See, how can you compare Willie Nelson to Steve Howe from Yes? Oh, no. Yeah, this is when you start to question things. Not taking anything away from her as a talented artist, but Joan Jett. above Steve Howe. Yes, Richie Blackmore, definitely. I think he should be even higher in the list. I've heard of him. He's from Dinosaur Jr. Yeah. Have not heard of him. The great John McLaughlin. He is amazing. Have not heard of him. I've heard of him. Yeah. Something about him having, yeah. After a tragic injury early in his life caused him to lose the use of his third and fourth fingers. He learned how to approach the instrument with only 2 functional digits on his left hand. Wow. Yeah, Robbie Robertson, the band, and of course Bob Dylan. The great Les Paul. Yeah. But Kevin Shields is a better guitarist than Les Paul. I kind of doubt that. But Ry Cooder, yeah. T-Bone Walker, yeah. Carrie Brownstein from Sleater Kinney, have not heard. Yes, the great Richard Thompson. I have about 5 or 6 of his solo albums. He is excellent. The great Peter Green from Fleetwood Mac. John Mayer, yeah. And he's a great jumper, too. The great Scotty Moore, who played, of course, with Elvis Presley. Robert Fripp, one of the greats. I mean, if this was a rock-based list, he would be in the top 10 for sure. Yeah, at least he's on the list. But like I said, if it was rock-based, even though it's not rock-based, I still think he should be higher in the list. Alex Lifeson. Yeah, there's no way that Thurston Moore and Lee Ranaldo are better guitarists than Alex Lifeson. Johnny Marr from the Smiths, yeah. Mick Taylor from the Rolling Stones, yeah. Bonnie Raitt, yep. I've heard of him. He is in Pish. Is that how you say it? Pish? John Lee Hooker, the great blues guitarist. Tom Verlaine from Television. Here we go, the top 50. Elmore James. Yep. PJ Harvey. I might have heard a bit of her music, but is she a great guitarist? Let me know. The great Curtis Mayfield. Yeah. The Edge from U2. Yeah. Oh, Frank Zappa. He made the list, but he should be higher. He could even be number 1, but I'll say Steve Howe at number 1 and Frank Zappa at number 2, and maybe Buck Dharma at number 3 from Blue Oyster Cult, for me. Steve Cropper, yeah. Johnny Ramone, he is great. I think he's too high in the list for all of these other guitarists, but very, very influential. Johnny Greenwood and Ed O'Brien, once again, they're throwing them together from Radiohead. Yeah, Johnny is incredible. Vernon Reid from Living Colour, yeah. Bo Diddley, yeah. I've heard of him. Chet Atkins, yeah. Angus Young, yeah, he should definitely be on the list. And Malcolm Young. Pete Townsend, yes. But, you know, I keep repeating myself, but I don't think he's a better guitarist than Frank Zappa or some of the others on this list. Elizabeth Cotton, I've never heard of. Eric Clapton, yeah. Jerry Garcia, yeah. Brian May, he is, yeah. I just did a video on Queen, which I'm posting tomorrow on my Canadian Studmuffin channel. He is just beyond amazing. Jack White, I don't think Jack White's great, but I think, like I said, a lot of these guitarists are better than Jack White. George Harrison at 31. Cool. Yeah. Neil Young. Yeah, some people, that's kind of controversial because you either love Neil Young's guitar work or you don't, and I love it. Eddie Hazel, he did Make It Brain, yeah. The legendary 10-minute guitar solo. David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. Buddy Guy, yeah. St. Vincent. Never heard her guitar work. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah. Great guitarist. James Burton. Metallica. I don't know. A bit too high in the rankings for me compared to some of the other guitarists that have been shown already. The great Albert King. Randy Rhoads from Ozzy Osbourne. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah. Freddie King. Tom Morello. Mm-hmm. Mother Maybelline Carter. Yes. Robert Johnson. So I hope I've heard all of these guitarists coming up. Yeah, like Keith Richards, I don't see him being in the top 15. I mean, he's great, of course, but then again, you look at all of the, like it says, greatest guitar riffs, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Start Me Up, Brown Sugar, yeah, Tumbling Dice, Wild Horses. Yeah, maybe he belongs at 15. What do I know? Prince, yeah, he was just amazing. Tony Iommi. Yes. So I'm posting this tomorrow. So yesterday, yeah, on my Canadian Studmuffin channel, I did a video on Black Sabbath's top 10 deep cuts. So please check that out. Jimmy Nolan. Oh, I've never heard of him. James Brown's band. Oh, James Brown's band. So yeah, I can see him being on the list. Carlos Santana. Yeah. So here's the top 10 according to Rolling Stone. Number 10, Duane Allman. Yeah. Number 9, Joni Mitchell. Yeah, for acoustic guitar. She was damn good. Number 8, B.B. King, the great blues guitarist. I think, who's going to be number 1? Must be Jimi Hendrix. It's got to be Jimi Hendrix. I haven't seen Jimmy Page yet. Nile Rodgers. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. I've heard of the name. Jeff Beck. Yeah, he could actually be, he could be, for me personally, not number one, but I mean, he could be number one. But he's not. Number 4, Eddie Van Halen. Yep. Number 3, Jimmy Page. See, for me, he'd be in my top 10, but he'd be a little lower because I'd have, Frank Zappa and Alex Lifeson and a couple others ahead of him, but still great. Number 2, Chuck Berry. Well, he was so influential. I can see him being at number 2. Number 1 it's got to be Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. I can't disagree with that. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and please leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and remember to subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Bye.